Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Farming Simulator 19 here on the Hagenstedt map. Let's get back to reliving the glory days. And the last little bit, the silage still to go in. We've got 126,000 in there so far. Nice little evening job for us to work on. There's not very much left here now. I don't think there is. I haven't actually zoomed out to take a look. I'm just assuming because the pile looked like it was getting smaller, but now it seems to be stretching on after the bit where it got smaller. So now I'm starting to wonder. Maybe we've got miles and miles. Nope. That is the end of the silage clamp right there. That is the last of the clamp silage that we'll be doing on this map, other than possibly doing a large harvest before we finish up. Although I'm really not sure what we're going to do on the map. I mean, we may end up sort of just carrying on through going the way we are without any massive grand blowout on this map. And instead, kind of going on the new map and aim to start that one up with some huge grand sort of thing. Which, I mean, that could actually be quite interesting to go and do. Like, we have some massive, great big, huge thing that we go and do with the new map, where we end up sort of buying up everything. I'm not currently planning, because I believe that there's going to be two maps. So one of them I'll be doing a time-lapse on. What I did last time round was I did a time-lapse and another series at the same time on one map. And then another series on another map. At least I think I did. I can't really remember, but I know that I felt a bit like I was repeating myself with some of it, and I didn't like that, so I'm not doing that this time. So I know that there are a number of you that like the hardcore series. The hardcore series won't start until I have a new map to go on to. So we'll just go with a series like this. I'm not going to go for realism. I'm not going to sort of do anything like that. I'm just going to go in and have fun. If we can get some early mods going on so that we can increase capacities and stuff like that, the way that I like to do things, I will be doing that. And then the whole hardcore series with the actual sort of nod towards realism and stuff, that'll happen later. But it won't happen straight away. Okay, so we're at 7:30 in the evening. We got that one at 1112 and that one at 1035. We're going to now go home to bed, and the idea is that we're going to be doing our harvest in the morning. So I'm going to go here. I'm not going to at 7 o'clock. Let's go to 7 o'clock in the morning. We do 12 hours sleep. I don't normally do that. I normally do like 13, 14 hours because the first thing I'm supposed to do is do the cows. But I want to check the prices at 7 a.m. 1266 is just in the bounds of what we consider to be acceptable. So we're going to do an early morning delivery. We don't normally do this. We would normally wait, but well, the price is right now, so we're going to go and get that price. I can't spin right round on the spot, so we're going to go round here and head on up the hill to go to the central grain elevator. Let's just double check that it is definitely the central grain elevator that we want to go to. Yes, it is. And we're going to sell 223,000 litres of wheat at 1,200 per 1,000 litres, which is going to get us about 150,000. So that's going to push us up to 670,000, which is not a vast sum of money. No. Yeah. 250-ish. So that's, did I say 150? I think I said 150. Anyway, we're going to end up with about 770 to 800,000-ish. It's going to be something along those lines. And once we've done that, we'll also sell the combines and headers, all of that lot, and that will push us on a little bit more, which should be just enough, because we've also got milk, and we've also got, well, we may or may not be able to sell the milk. We got another couple of hours of income from the solar panels, which isn't a lot, but it's still another 30 grand or so. We get about 10,000 an hour from that stuff, so it's not like gonna break any records at the moment, but it's still pretty good. So we're gonna bring you in here like this, stop right there, and start overloading the wheat. We want to just take the cover off, because it's not really a good idea to leave the cover on when you're tipping out like that. You can sort of pull the cover in and cause damage. Now, is it going to clip into the roof and make the thing go weird? Yes. So we will have to just lower that one down before it breaks everything, and we will bring it right over near the end there like that, so then we can tip out on the end of it here. Otherwise it is just going to behave weirdly. So 127,000 there to start with. Hopefully this time that one can raise all the way up without going into the roof and breaking anything. Yep, that's fine. I said between 750 and 800, and we're gone over 800. We're 811,000. So now I will start fast-forwarding time all the way through till 10 o'clock, which is going to get us a little bit extra. It's not going to be, like I said, it's not going to be loads extra, but there, we get about 9 grand an hour from that. So it's going to be another 18,000 that we get there, which is going to take us up to about 838,000. Then we can go and sell the milk, see what we get from that. Well, at least I hope we can sell the milk. It's going to be the one day where we really, really want to sell the milk. It's going to say, nope, can't do that. There was an issue of one kind or another. There's always issues with the milk. There's always issues. They'll have put oil into the diesel tank, or they'll be playing Farming Simulator League, or something like that will have come up that will stop them from being able to do their sworn duty of carrying the milk. Disappointing, to say the least. It really is. But there we go. You know, we don't have any alternatives. There are no other companies that can transport our stuff for us, so we're stuck with what we've got. And that is 55, 7, 9. There we go. 10 o'clock. Let me just bring this one back down in here. I'll bring you in round and tuck you up along there. Switch you off. Right. Then we go and jump over this way. We'll open up the milk. The water, I mean. 117 cows. We'll get another one in 3 hours. We've now got 1.1 million total mixed ration in there. That's coming in really fast, isn't it? It's quite impressive how quickly that thing's filling up. And we go over here, so 17,000. We can go and sell this today. That gives us another 45,000 euros right there. Okay, and that gives us 883,000 euros in there. So the hay is all gone. We have the mixed ration in here has all been made up. We've got 211,000 litres of silage left and 728,000 litres of the other. This one is continually filling up. So it doesn't look like that's actually just going to keep filling until it reaches the maximum fill level that is allowed by the game, I guess. So we don't really need to worry about it too much. We've got 1.1 million litres in there. It's probably going to keep us for food for several days, so we don't actually need to worry about grass for a little while. Yeah. Right, anyway, I don't want to do that at all now. I want to go to the combine that is up on the hill up here, and I want to move this one down. We're going to go straight into the shed. We're going to pick up the corn header in there, and then we're going to take these over to the dealership and sell them. That will be this one, 2 headers, and then the other combine and 2 headers, and hopefully that will give us, I mean, it should do. What do we get for these combines? Actually, we'll find out when we get there. I know that it's more than 100,000. Because it's more than 100,000, that should be enough to get not only the one combine that we want to get, but also the header that we want to get. If we can't get the corn header that we want to get with it, then so be it. I'm willing to wait a little bit longer for the corn header. Okay, probably shouldn't be turning that one around quite that sharp. I probably should have just stopped that one there and then gone and got the other combine, but I'm stubborn, so I didn't want to. We've got to squeeze in down through. I'm really looking forward to getting this combine. I still don't know, really, if I want to get the one with the tracks or if I want to get the one with the wheels. Both of them look really cool. Both of them are about the same price. Well, they are the same price. At least I think they are. Pretty sure I had them set as the same price. I did, like, as most of you know, I increased the price on those for my other series, for the time-lapse series, because I thought that... well, it was in case I was going to use those, but a lot of you said you didn't like the idea of me using those on that series. So, in the end, I abandoned that idea and I went for one that was slightly more realistic. But on this series, realism has got no place here. So we got 186,000 right there. 186,102. If I repair for 644, 186,864. So we basically make a extra €100 by doing the repair work. Yes, I want to sell that one. Okay, and then I go back in here again and sell once. You know what? Yeah, let's just sell. Let's not bother about doing the repair work. Okay, and go back in here again. Sell. It's another 54,000. Okay, so we're at 1.16 million. We're going to go and get the other combine now. Take this one down, and we're going to do exactly the same. We're going to sell this one. And that should take us to about 1.35 million, I think. Actually, no, this is like 180,000 for the combine, wasn't it? So 1.4, pushing towards 1.5 million. It won't be 1.5 million, definitely not. Probably about 1.4 and a half. But that's pretty close. I'm quite happy with that. That should be more than enough to get the combine and both the headers, actually. The corn header as well as the other header. I did not mean to smash into the doors there. That wasn't quite part of the master plan. It was supposed to break a little bit before then. That's why I was selling the combine. The brake's no good. Got nothing to do with capacity or anything else. It's just that the brake's getting a bit dodgy, and we figured it would be safer if we did it like this. Okay, so you can stay there. I will come round here. And repair, yes, 64, repair for 262. Right, so now we can start selling them. What's that one? That's 38,500 for that one. That one is 211,000. And that one is 54,000. Right, there's 1.47, almost 1.5 million. Fantastic. And we want to go into harvesters. We want to go up through here. And it's these two. I don't know. Do I want tracks? You can change the color of the seat in there. Wheel setup, standard, dual tracks. I mean, that does look pretty cool. Dual tracks on there. Let's have a look at this one. I don't like the wide tyres on the combine, I will admit. So if we were going to have tyres, it would be twin wheels. I actually think I would prefer the twin tracks. The wide tyres, they kind of look good. But honestly... Oops, no. I think I prefer that. And I do. But not standard. It's a big combine. It's a wide, chunky combine. So let's make it look wide and chunky, shall we? And we got Massey Ferguson red on the seat in there. We can have the Hardy. We could have a pink seat. Purple. Kind of thinking a pink seat in there. Just going to steal it then. Pink is starting to become my... Pink's not my favourite colour. Green is actually my favourite colour. Although I don't think it looks right in the combine there. I think if I was going to choose a colour for the seats, to be honest, I'd probably go with something muted like that, because it's not going to reflect off the glass in real life. It wouldn't reflect off the glass, or possibly dirt. You know, a brown or, you know, a beige, you know, probably not a white colour because, you know, it's on a farm, ends up looking really grubby really quickly. Same with black. Black ends up looking grubby quickly as well. So I'd probably go with a grey colour like that in real life. But I think I'm going to go with pink because that does actually seem to be turning into my signature colour. So we got that. Design is Fendt. We've got Massey. We've got Challenger. Let's go with Massey, but instead of the Massey red seat, we go with a pink seat in there. I like this idea. Capacity is standard for 14,500. Extension to 30,000 to 60,000, 90, 120. So we're going to have a 120,000 litre capacity extension on there. Definitely. 120,000 litres of grain will be able to go into this combine. That's going to be most of the harvest. I think we're going to have to like empty it out once, the whole thing. And basically we'll aim to sort of empty it out after each field or a couple of fields. And that's going to be absolutely perfect. We're not going to need anything other than that. So with something like that, we kind of want to go up a little bit in power. So we've got the 8T there, which is 538. The 9T is 647. The 10T, which does cost a bit more, mind. It's 692. That's the one we'll go for. We will go for the extra power because of the extra grain tank capacity that we're taking as well. We need to compensate for it somehow. So that's 942,000 euros right there. Job done. I've got €500,000 left over, which means we move into the header section and we scroll up through here. These are the different headers that we've got, and you can see I've altered the price of just one of those to the 125,000. So that was the one that I was going to go for. And that's the 20k one as well. See, each of these designs has got... they're the same headers, essentially. It's just different designs on them. But you've got the 20k harvest and the 10k harvest sections. So we can have a John Deere 20k or 10k. And I really like that with this. I don't like that we've only got case as the option. Whereas on the actual combine, it was Massey Ferguson. So that's why I want to go for the black one. It's going to match the combine anyway. So we'll go with this one right here. It's ideal on there. Design color is black. Okay, we definitely don't want to do that. We'll stick with the black. Main color on here is... Oh, I see. That's the main body of it. That's going to stay with black as well. Rim color, just on the wheels, is currently that. We're going to change that to just a muted yellow, I think. Not the bright yellow. And I got a 20k working speed, which is the Stevie speed. Now, we've also got the speed mod, which could put it all the way up to 27. However, I don't think we should do that to start with. I think we'll stick with 20k standard, because that's still pretty quick across the field, especially for a combine. And we'll see how it gets on, and then if we need to change it after that, then we will. So we go with that one. Yes, thank you very much. Back out of here. Back again. Oh, wait, there's one other thing. Standard speed for these is 15k, so that would go up to like 22. I'm not going to bother with a sunflower header. I'm not going to bother with one of those. But we do want one of these. So what have I got in the way? There's the Stevie one. The Quasar HS16. That is a 12-meter one, so we're going to go into here. We've got the main color red to match the Massey. That's a 20k standard speed, same as the other one. And yeah, we won't take anything different than that. So that's 90 grand for that one. So I'm going to buy that one. Okay, so that leaves me with 300,000 euros. Just going to go in here and double check that we don't have any loan at all. Now, we could, in theory, go and get another one. I reckon that we would be alright getting another one. So we've got one header stuffed in there out of the way. I'm going to leave that header where it is for now. Dual tracks. It does look really good. I do wonder if perhaps we have made an error in judgment with the dual tracks, but we will soon find out. So I'm going to pick that one up. And our first field is going to be going up the road around this way. It's going to be that one over there. Now, with 120,000 litres of capacity, we absolutely do not need to concern ourselves with grain collection in any way, shape or form, because we'll be able to finish the whole field without having to collect any grain at all. That's not going to be an issue. So I'm going to bring you down over this way. This thing does look very cool. Okay, there's no denying whatsoever that that thing looks quite magnificent. I'm going to put you there like that. And then we're going to turn around. We've got beacons all over the top of this one. Fantastic. Let's unfold it. Bring you in here. Hook that one on like that. Unfold that one as well. All works perfectly. And then I'll do what I normally do with the header. We push it all the way up and all the way out like that. And there is our new combine. 120,000 litre capacity. We've got all the bells and whistles on this beast. Let's bring you over here. Car, you stay out of the way. You are not welcome here. So I'm going to go Control H on there. Yeah, you hush, or I will drive this combine on your bonnet. And we're going to put that up to 100% like that. Wait during unload is going to be off, and we'll say OK. And then I just want to be going around the field like that. So the only other thing is to make sure that we have disable straw swath. So I've got the straw swath on at the moment, so all I got to do is press H on here, let it just kind of figure out which way it wants to go. It's already figured it. And off it trots. Speeding up now as we go across the fields. 20k across the field. Now, it seems alright with the 20k. And so we could very well go at... I don't remember what speed we had the last combine set at. And I probably should have found out before we sold it. But, I mean, this is looking pretty good. So I think we're going to be alright with this. It's going to come whizzing down through here like this. Grind to a halt. We're not going to need to worry about the combine having to stop partway through like it did with the other ones. Because of the massive capacity on the grain tank, it's never really going to be any kind of issue for it. Just going to it's going to do this a little bit slow coming in around here, but that's fine. There we go. And we're going to want it to go twice around the field, so I'm not going to worry about anything else. We are going to go and get the mower going in a little bit, but I want to see this combine working for a little while first. I want to be able to enjoy the new combine and the fact that we don't have to go and empty it. It's the fact that we don't have to empty it that I like more than anything else. I mean, don't get me wrong, that the whole combine is absolutely wonderful, but not having to chase it round with grain bins and stuff does make life so much easier, doesn't it? Doesn't that just make life so much easier? And then we've got our Heston baler over there that we do want to do a test run on. We need to find out what the width of the pickup is on that one, because I need to know whether I've got to make some minor adjustments to it before we really get cracking with the baling on it. But we're going to let this one do a couple passes around the field before we get to testing on that. So I reckon twice around the field, and then we can get going. We can let it start doing runs up and down. Once round would probably be enough, but we'll do twice just to be on the safe side. And that way it's not gonna be leaving anything behind. And because I don't, I used to sort of nurse it quite a bit more. That was because the AI extension isn't able to stop fast enough, and so it would leave bits, and then the combine next time round would sort of have to lunge out to go and get it. But because the combine doesn't need to stop to unload, it just keeps going, just keeps plugging onwards. Those incidences are few and far between, and they're not going to affect us. So we don't actually have to concern ourselves with that stuff. We can just let the combine carry on, and then we can empty it out every now and then. And most likely, we're not even going to have to worry about emptying it on a field. Although, I'm wondering if we will have to empty it out on this field. I reckon we're going to get more than 120,000 litres on that one field there. I don't know. Twice round, with the size of the header that we got here, is a considerable amount of ground covered. So we've done the bulk of the field by the time we complete 2 circuits on here. Which makes me think that maybe just once would probably be enough. Got it coming up here. Maybe it would. It's up to there. No, we'll do twice. We'll do twice. We'll run it with 2. And we'll see how it gets on. And then you come on over. And then once we've completed the second round, I can quickly change it. And then once I've changed it, we'll let the combine just kind of carry on and do what it's got to do. And in the meantime, we will get the baler hitched on and bring that one out and get started on that. The next crop that we're going to be planting in here is going to be the oats. So that's going to be the 3rd straw crop that we're going to be making. Now, if we're going to be doing bales with this, we do have some work that we're going to need to do over at the cattle yard. We've got some straw in there at the moment. We've got loose straw in there at the moment. But we're going to want to be able to store the straw bales, and we're not going to be selling straw off the field. We don't want to do that, not anymore. We have done, but we don't want to do that now, because the way that the cattle are growing at the moment, we're probably going to be glad of every single blade of straw that we can get off of these fields. I got a feeling that we're going to be using a lot of it, so we will just wait for we will store it all away, which means that we need to empty out the straw storage that we've got up there. Stuff some of it in for the cows for bedding, and the rest we want to stuff into our mixed feeder, so that we've got rid of all of that. Then we can sell the storage buildings, and that will then give us room for putting the bales down, and we'll store them there. Now, whether or not this is going to work with the Heston bales, because I said that we were going to do 20,000 litre bales to start with standard size bales. That's 5 times. Now the Heston baler is, I think it's 6,000 litres, is it? Can't remember now. I'll have a look in a second. But whatever the Heston baler is, we're going to sort of work on it with that. Right, I'm just going to stop you right there a second, and I'm going to change that to working up and down. I will drive it. So we've got 30,000 litres of grain from twice around the field. There is not a lot of the field left now that we've gone and done all of that. So I'll bring you over here like this, and then I'll just go H, and he'll straighten. He'll align himself onto the crop right there, and then just carry on. There, like that. See? Excellent. Okay, so yeah, we got a little bit of work that we want to do over this side. I was thinking about... Unfortunately, folks, that is all we have got time for today. A massive thank you to everybody who has earned their way into the Great Book of Names. To find out some more details about all the names coming past, please head into the description and click on the link to the Discord. It's a link to another video. The link is on the other video. Please also consider checking out the links there for Nitrado, who provide gaming servers for games like Farming Simulator, Minecraft, Ark, and several others. And there's also Fanatical, who will help support your gaming habit by providing you with cheap games and also giving me a small commission on anything that you buy using my link. If you've enjoyed this particular video, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.